Hi, my name is Olivia Berry. I'm the licensed medical esthetician here at Balcones Dermatology Aesthetics. Today I'm actually here with my husband Mark. He's going to be my model for the demonstration of the Express Facial specifically for male skin. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, so while I have Mark steaming up here, I'm just going over his Vizia Analysis. We did this a while back and we noticed that he had some oilier, larger pores and that there's a little bit of texture irregularity across his face. So we're gonna focus on that today. We are going to do a double cleanse of the skin and then I'm going to exfoliate it underneath the steam. I'm gonna do a few extractions and then finish off with a nice calming mask and moisturizer and sunscreen at the end. I'll start off first by cleansing the skin. This is a nice milky lotion cleanser. It's going to be hydrating and kind of remove that initial surface layer of any sunscreen, any oil, kind of help to gently dissolve that. Now you notice I'm going right into the beard. That's important. I'm not shy. I'll go right into it. We want to cleanse that. We want to get all of that skin as equally treated as the rest of the face. So I'm working the product around the skin. And also with any male patient that I have, I'm going to be conscious of the direction in which I maneuver my hands, especially around the beard and neck area. I'm going to be careful that I'm not moving upwards. I'm always moving downwards with the direction of the hair growth because I don't want to pull upwards. I don't want to cause him any pain or irritation with the follicles. I'm very mindful and conscious of what I'm doing, so that way it feels even and complete and it doesn't feel like a painful experience. You still doing okay?
Yeah, I'm very relaxed.
Very relaxed? Yes. So our Express Facial is a good option here for any patients who have really any skincare concern because we totally customize it depending on what your skin needs are that day. We can make it any way that you need. If your skin's irritated, if your skin's dry, if your skin is congested, it's totally customized per treatment. There's one set price. We're not going to force you to add on anything extra if your skin requires it. So the Express Facial is a 30-minute appointment. It's pretty quick. You can do it in the morning or the afternoon and we can get your skin taken care of here. So the Express Facial is of course much quicker than the regular facial. The regular facial is a full hour long. The regular facial also includes full extraction, so I'm actually going to take quite a bit of time to go through and thoroughly cleanse and extract the face. The full facial also includes a full neck, shoulder, and arm massage. So I incorporate a few massage techniques into what I'm doing here, but obviously I don't have the time to quite do the full facial neck and shoulder massage. So that's, a really good option if you really want to relax and kind of let go for a full hour. That would be a better option for you. I'm going to remove this second cleanser application and then I'm going to steam his face with some microfiber towels. So when performing a male facial service, I'm going to take a special consideration towards the skin around the neck, especially if my patients shave their necks. Mark has expressed to me that he frequently gets irritation, razor burn around his neck area. So in order to help with that, you want to be using a nice gentle exfoliant prior to shaving, nothing that's going to, terrifically abrade the skin or anything like that. Just something gentle to kind of loosen up any debris that's on the skin. You want to use a very clean and sharp new razor, and you want to use a conditioning balm as you shave, and apply proper post-care as well. All right, so we have a hot steaming towel. This is going to be very nice in softening the skin, especially around the beard. Softening the skin with steam is very important. It's going to help product penetration as well as soften the skin prior to extractions. So we're going to do this. It's pretty warm, but we let that sit on the skin. We've left on the towel about a minute or two, so I'm just going to gently remove it. And I'm just going to quick once over grab any remaining product that we have left on the skin. So Mark has pretty sensitive skin, so I'm just going to do a little patch of this papaya enzyme on his skin, just make sure that there's no irritation, that sort of thing. How does that feel?
Feels fine.
Feels fine? Okay. And I'm going to apply this evenly across the rest of the face. And I leave this on pretty briefly. And it's just a very thin layer. This papaya enzyme is pretty gentle. You can use this on all skin types. Even on my pregnant patients, I can use this. And this is just going to gently dissolve any dead skin that could be cause for irritation or impaction. So this is our Therapeutic Papaya Mask. This contains papaya enzyme to help dissolve any dead skin cells. So applying this all over the skin, especially after we steam and exfoliate the skin, is a good option to help dissolve any dead skin that may get pushed back in, make these follicles look larger than they are, and also help dissolve the skin prior to extraction. So I apply that and then I remove it. Again, just removing the product with some fresh water, being careful not to irritate the skin. So Mark is all cleansed, steamed, and exfoliated, so we will perform extractions now. I'm going to cover his eyes and shine a light over his face. So I'm just going to make sure that that light is not going to be too harsh. And I'm just scanning the skin for any spots that look like they're ready to come out. It's important to do extractions for a few reasons. Number one, most people who perform extractions do it on themselves at home, and they often go too hard on the skin or they go too long on the skin. So I do it here in a sanitary way. Some things, especially around the hairline, the jawline especially, hard to see, so they can often get very big and stay in there quite a long time. So I'm just making sure that we express that out before it gets too large and stretches that pore outwards. Now Mark is a redhead, so he will have more sensitive skin, so my time for performing extractions is not going to be as long as someone who has more tolerant skin. I'm also not going to apply as much pressure, and I'm also going to be mindful of the products that I use. I'm going to use more sensitive skin products. That's very important. No two skin types are the same. So I have a lot of experience treating all skin types, all skin colors, and all tolerance levels. So it's very important for me that the patient feels that they're comfortable enough to say, hey, I don't want this. So I always tell them beforehand, if you want me to move to a different area, if you want me to stop totally, please let me know. And I'll check on them routinely while I'm doing extractions, make sure they feel they're in a comfortable place to tell me that. So I'm going to stop the extractions, remove that, and I'm going to apply a few drops of our priming oil. This is by Epion. It is going to just help condition the skin after ablative treatments. You can put this directly on ablated skin. It's just going to help protect it, just in case anything I put on afterwards, if it has any kind of irritation, agitation to the skin. I don't want him to feel that sensation if I put on a moisturizer. You know, sometimes when you put on a moisturizer onto very dry or, agitated skin, you feel like a burning I don't want that, so I prime it with that oil. And I'm going to actually be using a hydrating mask today on him. So this is a Therapeutic oat milk mask. It smells quite good. And just using a nice brush, I'm going to apply this all over the skin. So one of my hobbies is actually painting. I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life. So this is really not strange territory for me. Manipulating, liquid pigments around is the same as manipulating this wonderful mask around. It feels quite nice and relaxing to paint the skin. My patients find it relaxing as well. We want this to just sit and condition the skin, much like you would apply conditioner to your hair. And I'm just going to begin by removing the mask. And to ensure that I've removed all of the product, I am going to make one final pass with some rose water toner. And this is going to help soothe the skin. It's very cold, it feels wonderful, it smells good. It's going to pick up any piece that we have left behind. And then to finish that off, I'm going to do a few spritz of rose water over the skin. That's also going to feel very good as it sinks into the skin. One pump of the Epionce priming oil just to make sure that the skin is all soothed and non-irritated. I'm also going to apply that into the beard. Make sure that those beard hairs are nice and nourished and conditioned as well. And since we live in Austin and most people here have a few allergies, I always incorporate some sinus massage techniques just into the application of these final products, especially over here around the nose area, and I bring that up and we just make sure this whole area is just thoroughly addressed. And we're going to apply a drop of moisturizer to his skin. So I'm just going to take a nice clean cotton applicator and I'm applying a little bit of moisturizer all over. This is our facial renewal lotion. This is a favorite by many of our patients here at the practice. This is by Epionce. So it's going to contain ingredients like meadow foam extract, that sort of thing to calm and hydrate and nourish the skin. It's also free of any parabens, sulfates, phosphates. Also has over 20 years of clinical testing incorporated into its science behind the skincare. So I thoroughly enjoy using Epionce, and the back bar is also recommending it to patients because it's a line I can stand behind. And especially a concern is for my male patients. They don't want to leave feeling greasy or oily, anything like that. So I am going to just gently take clean cotton and just pat the skin, make sure that I am dabbing off any excess product. And to finish off everything, I have a sunscreen. This is my favorite sunscreen of all time. This has SPF 50. It also contains DNA reparosomes to help with any sun damage on the skin. So this is by Isden Pharmaceuticals. And you'll notice it has a pretty watery consistency, so it's very, very lightweight. I have no problems with this sunscreen as someone who has very oily skin. This does not break me out. This will not break you out. So I'm just going to lightly apply that. It is very featherweight and it will blend seamlessly into the skin. So we just finished our express facial here today. A lot of people think that facials are just for women, which is not the case. Men have skin too, and they have very specific skin needs that I can help with, we can help with here at the practice. So what do you think?
So I think most men are kind of shy to talk about their skin and get it treated, and I personally always feel happier after a facial. Like I'm giving it more attention than I normally do, and I highly recommend that.
If you are interested in booking an express facial for yourself or for a loved one, go ahead and give us a call here at Balcones Dermatology and Aesthetics. Thanks, bye!